Hi everyone, and welcome back to Crochet Crochets. For this tutorial we'll be making this really pretty elegant bikini bottom. It is kind of a moderate coverage and maybe a mid to low rise fit. We'll be going over sizes extra small through 3X, and you'll need a medium weight 4 yarn and an F hook, which is a 3.75 millimeter hook. So let's get started. So let's start off by making a slip knot. And for our foundation chain, size extra small, small, and medium can chain out 8. Large is 10, 1X is 12, and 2 and 3X are 14. Alright, so for row 1, we're going to double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So skip that first chain and we'll put a double crochet there. And then we are going to just put 1 double crochet in every stitch across. Alright, so once you have 1 double crochet in every stitch across, we will do row 2, so chain 1 and turn your work, and we're just pretty much repeating that row by putting 1 double crochet in every stitch across. Alright, so we're just going to be repeating that row. So go ahead and repeat that row. For extra small, small, and medium, you'll repeat until you finish row 8. A large and 1X will finish row 9, and 2 and 3X will finish row 10. Alright, so this is what it looks like once you finish your rows for your size. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And now we're going to do a 2-row repeat. So for this first row, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the first stitch, so that we start our increasing, and then 1 double crochet in every stitch across until we have 1 stitch left. And then from there we'll put 2 double crochets in the last stitch. So that is the first row of the repeat. Then we will chain 1 and turn our work, and from this row we'll just put 1 double crochet in every stitch across. Alright, so once you're done with that, we're just going to repeat those 2 rows. So the first row again, so we'll chain 1 and turn, and then we'll put 2 double crochets in the first stitch, 1 double crochet in every stitch across until we have 1 stitch left. And in that last stitch, you'll put 2 double crochets. And then the second row of the repeat, chain 1 and turn your work, and then 1 double crochet in every stitch across. And that is what it looks like now. So you can see it is increasing on both sides. So we're going to just repeat those 2 rows. For extra small, you're going to repeat that until you finish row 17. A small is 19, medium is 21, large is 23, 1X is 24, 2x will do 26 rows, and 3x will finish row 27. And this is what it looks like once you finish your repeating rows. So now we're going to chain 1 and fasten off. And so we can now start on the back. So this was the front, and we can reattach our yarn to the slip knot. So I'm just going to put a double knot where the slip knot is. All right, and we can crochet over those 2 tails as we go. So to start the back, we'll insert our hook into that slip knot, pull up a loop, and chain 1. So for the first row, we're going to start our rows over, so this is considered row 1 of the back. For the first row, we're going to put 2 double crochets in that first stitch, and you can crochet over those 2 tails as you go. 1 double crochet in every stitch across until you have 1 stitch left. And then in that last stitch, we'll also put 2 double crochets. All right. And the next row is kind of the same. So chain 1 and turn your work, and then we'll put 2 double crochets in the first stitch. 1 double crochet in every stitch across until we have 1 stitch left. And when you have that last stitch, we'll put 2 double crochets there. So we're just going to keep repeating that row where your first stitch and your last stitch gets 2 double crochets, and in the middle you just do 1 double crochet. So for extra small, you're going to repeat that until you finish row 5, and small and medium are also row 5. Large and 1x is row 6, and 2 and 3x will finish row 7. And this is what it looks like now once you finish those repeats. So now we're going to kind of switch to that switch pattern that we did in the front. So for this row, we will chain 1 and turn our work. And we're just going to put 1 double crochet in every stitch across for this row. All right, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And for this next row, we'll do a repeating row, an increasing row. So 2 double crochets in the first stitch, 1 double crochet in every stitch across until you have 1 stitch left. And when you have 1 stitch left, you're going to put 2 double crochets in the last stitch. All right, so we are going to continue repeating those 2 rows. The first row, you'll put 1 double crochet in every stitch across, and in the second row, you're going to put 2 double crochets in the first and last stitches, and 1 double crochet in every stitch across in the middle. So for extra small, you're going to repeat that until you finish row 17. A small is 19, medium is 21, large is 23, 1x is 24, 2x will finish row 26, and 3x is 27. And this is what it looks like now. Alright, so now we're going to start on the border. So we'll chain 1 and turn our work. And in this very first stitch, we're going to put 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And all of our corner stitches will be getting 3 single crochets in the same stitch, but we'll put the last one in when we come back around the border. And now we'll start on our repeating pattern, which is picot and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So picot is chain 3 and then slip stitch in that first chain of the 3. So that's our picot. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And from there we'll just repeat that. So picot, and 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then repeat picot and 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And that is what it looks like so far. So you'll just continue that pattern, picot and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches until you have 1 stitch left. And once you get to this point where you have 1 stitch left, in that corner stitch you're going to put 3 single crochets, and that'll help us round off this corner. So 1, 2, and 3. And from there we're going to turn to work along the sides of rows. And so we'll consider that every double crochet row, on the side of that row you should be able to fit 2 single crochets. So we're going to continue with this stitch pattern that we were doing, which is picot. And then we're going to fit 2 single crochets in the side of this next double crochet row. So just do your best to get 2 single crochets in the side of that double crochet row. And then we'll repeat that again. So picot, and then 2 single crochets in the side of the next double crochet row. And then repeat picot, and 2 single crochets in the side of the next double crochet row. So you're going to continue working the pattern that way all the way down. So you're going to work all the way across the edge until you get to this corner, and in the corner you'll put 3 single crochets. Work that same picot 2 single crochet stitch pattern across this side, and 3 single crochets in the next corner, and then work that same pattern down this side, and you can crochet over any tails if you have them. And I'll meet you at the end of this round. Alright, so I've made my way all the way around, and that's what it looks like. So I just have 1 more double crochet row, which means 2 more single crochets, And then I'm going to do a picot. And then finally we'll put 1 single crochet in that corner stitch that already has 2 single crochets. And then you're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet of the round. And then you can chain 1 and fasten off. And this is what it looks like once you're done. Nice and cute. So all we have to do now is weave in this tail and make our straps. So let's just go ahead and make the straps. Put this aside and grab our yarn. And we're gonna start by making a slip knot. And we'll chain our chain. So for size extra small, you can chain 90, small is 100, medium is 110, large is 120, 1x is 130, 2x is 145, and 3x is 155. And once you chain your chain for your size, you're going to grab your bikini again and pick one of the corners, and you'll locate those 3 corner stitches that we did. And we're going to single crochet into the first one. So if you're left-handed, you'll be single crocheting into the left one. But make sure that it's facing you, actually. So single crochet in the first stitch of the 3. And then we'll put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So all 3 of those corner stitches will have a single crochet. And then from there, you're going to chain out the same chain you just made. So 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 145, or 155. And once you chain that chain out, you can go ahead and fasten off. And then you will just simply repeat that same thing for the other 3 corners of the piece, and we are all finished. So I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!